This is going to be a relatively short welcome, but I just want to give you an overview of the symposium, the theme, and the format. Describe the different diverse presentations that you're going to have from the 8 presenters, and then introduce the first panelist, which happens to be myself, and as we go through, I'll introduce each panelist. You might ask, why are we doing a symposium related to community colleges? For those that don't know, community colleges serve almost half of the undergraduate students in the United States. They provide open access to post-secondary education, prepare students for transfer to four-year institutions, and provide workforce development and skills training. Another very important point about community colleges is that they constitute a high percentage of first-time freshmen, 43%, Native Americans, 55%, Asian Pacific Islanders, 45%, Black students, 44%, and Hispanic, 52%. So it's a wonderful resource to have a pipeline both for transfer to the upper division and also to the workforce for a diverse student body. I also want to make a few more comments about the community colleges. The workforce mission is what this symposium is all about. Today you will hear about 8 community college faculty and what they do at their campuses. And you'll see how community colleges combine an educational mission that incorporates transfer and workforce career pathways while quickly addressing industry needs for a skilled and diverse workforce in renewable energy. As you'll hear, the approaches vary. You hear renewable energy and you may be surprised what's included in that. The approaches are as diverse as the students and the industry they serve. So with that, I'd like to talk about our first panel. You get to hear me again. I'm going to be talking about partnership and why I think partnership is crucial to developing renewable energy programs and really any workforce programs. Then we're going to have Dave Bowden, who is from Truckee Meadows Community College, and he's going to talk about development and implementation of a curriculum for geothermal plant operators. We're very lucky to have Michelle Gilbert from Bio-Rad Laboratories, and she's going to talk about the Bio-Rad Biofuel Enzyme Kit, teaching enzyme kinetics using cellulosic ethanol production. Then we have Adam Green. Adam is going to talk about a different type of need that we need to address in the community colleges, about how do you take the interest in renewable energy and take it as a challenge and opportunity to integrate sustainability in the community college itself. Later this morning, you'll be lucky enough to hear from 4 other distinguished panelists. Mel Cassette is coming down from Washington State, from Edmonds Community College, and she's going to be talking about material selection and ISO 14001. David Lindy is coming from a nearby college, Rio Hondo College, and he's going to be talking about solar power technologies, both photovoltaic and thermal systems. Then we'll have Peter Crabtree coming from Laney College, which is in the San Francisco Bay Area, and he's going to be talking about getting started with energy efficiency and building automation. And finally, last but not least, you'll have Elmar Schmid, and Elmar is from Mira Costa Community College in Oceanside, California. He's going to be talking about biofuels production and analysis from microalgae. So as I said, a very diverse but exciting set of presentations, and we'll try to keep you awake too. We've got animations and lots of examples, and so I hope that you really enjoy this diverse symposium. With that, I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to introduce myself, and then I'll switch over to my presentation. We will be taking questions, but we're going to be doing them at the panel discussion time for each of the panels rather than do them after each presentation. So with that, my name is Kathy Alfano. I am a faculty member at College of the Kenyans. I have been a director of a National Science Foundation Center for a little over 10 years. Maybe it's 15 years, I guess. Most recently, we were funded in August to do a National Science Foundation ATE Center in renewable energy, a very important area. Before that, we had been looking at mechatronics and engineering technologies as a diverse base. Now we're looking at using that base to go on to the renewable energy specialties. I am a member of the National Academy of Sciences Committee on Emerging Workforce Trends in the U.S. energy and mining industries. The rest of it, I have a diverse background, and in a past life, I was actually a chemist too. All right, I'm going to go here. If you'll bear with me, I'm going to switch over to the other presentation. All right, so we'll start your first presentation. And don't worry, there's a bunch of words on the first few slides, but I do get to some pictures and ways of breaking it up. So, what are the benefits of partnership in developing renewable energy programs? When I first sent that title in, I wondered if I should change it as soon as I sent it, because I thought really what I should be saying is partnership is crucial in developing and implementing renewable energy, or really any other successful workforce program. Now, when I talk about workforce programs, I want to clarify. You'll hear people talk about workforce programs, and they're talking about non-credit programs that come and go with whatever grant the federal or state government is sending around. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about addressing workforce needs for industry in credit curricula. Some of the presenters will mention some non-credit solutions that they have used to supplement the credit curricula, but by and large, we're talking about how can you implement good educational value at the same time as you're going to have partnerships to address industry needs in the credit curricula. So first, I'm going to talk about types of partnership. This isn't certainly the only types of partnerships that you can have. I just want to say that these are the ones that I'm going to address and talk about our experience as a center, as a longtime center, and also the experience of some of the others that you're going to be hearing with the presentations today. So there's partnerships between educational institutions. I think that's one of the partnerships that people don't think about. Often you're going to say, well, we need donations from industry. First, I'd like to say, don't say you want a donation from industry. What you want to say is you want a partnership with industry. And a partnership, by the word partnership, designates that there is some mutual give and take. And so you want to bring something to the table. This presentation isn't about how to set up partnerships, but I can give you a lot of good examples, and if we have time with questions, I will tell you some examples of how you might overcome initial barriers to develop these partnerships. But I think one of the first natural partnerships that you can develop are between educational institutions. We often hear educational institutions that are addressing the same need say, well, we're competitive, we can't cooperate. Well, I think that that is an old sort of thinking. Certainly, partnerships between educational institutions have worked for us, and I'll give you examples. Both with community colleges, with our pipeline in the middle and high schools, and also with the university partners. They have certainly added value, and you'll see examples. Partnerships with industry, I don't have to explain why they're crucial. And partnerships with other related programs, especially in the area of renewable energy, you're going to find that there's lots of funding agencies that want to jump on the bandwagon of renewable energy. And one of the things you can bring as a valuable education partner to this is to show them how you have the knowledge of how to be a good educator, and you can combine their money and give them good value at the end. So you have something to give.